Hey, Natty here from Love Lines, where we want marriages and relationships to reflect the true meaning of love as described by the Word of God. We have an amazing season for you, and we have termed it the Comes Right season. In this season, we are going to learn about communication, give you a lot of techniques and skills for you to use in your love life. There are going to be several quotes that we'll be going through, and today, being the first episode, we want to highlight a very important quote for you. I'm not here alone, I'm here with wonderful Love Lines team members. We have Fel, we have Brakojo, we have Mimi, all from the Love Lines teams, and you'll be seeing them a lot in the other quotes. The quote for today is that communication is not just what you say, but what is understood. Communication is not just what you say, but what is understood. Many a times when we are trying to transfer information from our side to the other person, we tend to speak words. No one uses words just for themselves. Even if it's to benefit an individual, they always want the other person to get it.
Yes.
So in communication, you are not just speaking words, but you want the other person to really understand what you have said, and you want the other person to really get what you have said. There is always a receiver, or and a giver. So someone is receiving the information, the other person is giving the information through diverse means. It can go through sitting on one, having digital conversation. You want to have the right ambience, the right words, the right timing, the right verbal and non-verbal cues. And that's a lot about what communication is about. But it's not just what you say, because you need all these things to come together for the person to really appreciate and get what has been said. What are your thoughts on the quotes?
Okay, so as we'll be looking at in the subsequent, episodes, I believe that communication is the blood of every relationship. Without communication, it will really look very interesting. Living or relating with somebody where there's no interaction, whether verbally or non-verbally. So communication is really a necessity in a relationship. Yeah.
Wow. Brakojo.
Okay, I would say that communication is not complete until the message is fully understood by the recipient. For example, if I tell my partner that, hey, let's go out for ice cream, one can make more than one meaning from this simple statement. Someone might think that, oh, or she might think that I just want to eat ice cream. And there's also another leg where probably there's something that I want to discuss with her, but over ice cream. Okay. So in order for her to actually get the exact meaning or what I'm trying to communicate, I have to ensure that she really understands which of the two that I said I actually mean. Yeah.
Wow. So the aspect of clarity is very important to remove any form of ambiguity in our communication.
Okay, just to top it off, you should be also willing to repeat yourself as much as you need to for your partner to understand clearly what you are trying to communicate. And also bear in mind that it's not just about saying what is in your head and assuming that your partner understands or has heard you, but you should realize that communication is complex, right? It's a whole art on its own. And so you should be mindful of your tone, your body language, even the kind of words you're using to convey the message. And, all those things come together to send the message to your partner. And so let's not just focus on the words we are using, but let's be mindful of those things as well. And also, in difficult situations, right, where you feel like you can't talk at that moment, silent treatment is not the answer, right? Unless, of course, it's really difficult, then you can resort to using your mobile phone or just letting the person know that, hey, right now is not a good time to talk, but then I'm feeling this way about it, so let's talk about it later. And that helps to, at least bridge that gap and help you to communicate better at a later time.
Wow. Viewers, this is just the iceberg of the detailed discussion that we'll be having in the subsequent weeks. Don't miss any of the episodes. There's a research that has found that out of the many divorcees, 80% of couples who have divorced say that communication is the reason why they have divorced. Think about it. If you have finance challenges, you need to communicate about it. If you have sex challenges, you need to communicate about it. If you have emotional challenges, you need to communicate about it. If you have parenting challenges, you need to communicate about it. If you have relationship issues, you need to communicate about it. So almost in any issue that you can mention in a relationship or marriage is about communication, and that's why we are bringing you this comms rights season. There are many quotes that we are going to delve into, and I know that you would be blessed. Follow us, subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share with others as well. Remember, communication is not just what you say, but what is understood. God bless you.